Jim, how about that 19?
Well, one thing that Josh Combs did say, A, he was okay, and B, he thought he got pinched down by the 71 of Eddie McDonald. When they went in the corner, he said he really didn't have a choice. The 71 pitched him way down, so by the time we picked him up, the car was already on its way. So unfortunately for that young man, who hopefully gets some more shots in the West Series with his owner from the SRL Series and his car that Bill Sedgwick put together, kid had a pretty good run. Hopefully there's more of the sights of Josh Combs here in the West Series. Dick?
Matt Koboluk from 14th to 6th. Perry Wade is the crew chief. How much more smoke have you got in that hot rod?
Well, I think we're getting close. The Mohegan Sun Chevrolet is really starting to come around now. You know, like we talked with Matt before the race, we had 200 laps of survival and a 25-lap race at the end. So, you know, we're getting it dialed in. We're fighting a little bit of forward bite issues in the first 100 laps, and seems to have gotten a little better. And we got one more shot at it here, so we'll keep working at it, and I think we're going to have a good car to the end.
And Koboluk has 2 wins and 2 second-place finishes. That's the best finishing record of any driver here, Jim Trado.
And Andy Santerra has the quickest kid in the field. Boy, you said you got one heck of a hot rod. Tell me about that lap 101 to 127 plan. How's that going to play out for you in the final 25?
Boy, it sure looked good that 25 laps, so that's all we really worked on. We wanted it to run like hell for 25 laps, and it seems to be doing that. So this is a car we built at ASM Motorsports last year and didn't run, and we saved it, and old Sergio's giving her a ride tonight. So proud of all the guys back at ASM when it was ASM that built the car, and I'm proud of all the guys at Revolution Racing for helping me work on it, and it seems like it's the quickest right now. Joey's he's hard to pass. He's a great race car driver, and he knows how to take the line away from Sergio. But Sergio's learning a lot from Joey Logano tonight, and I'm hoping Sergio can teach Joey a little something later on.
You put a lot together here with Blair Addison getting the Revolution Racing going, and you're going to run 4 teams here in the East this coming season. But this shines a spotlight on you and this opportunity here at the Showdown. You've been first or second. I think you should have a lot of trophies on that shelf back home here in the Showdown. How special is it to, again, be in contention for a big victory here at Irwindale?
Well, I love coming out here to the Toyota Irwindale Speedway, and you know, every year I've had a shot at winning. Been close to myself and Sean Case. We've got a few seconds, but tonight I'm hoping we can pull one off, you know, and it would be a miracle. I mean, this kid's from Virginia. Nobody knew him until last night. He sat on the pole, and he's doing a heck of a job. You know, we thought the pole was one thing, making a quick lap, but to go out here and race wheel to wheel with Joey and not rub any fenders or anything, I'm real proud of this kid right now.
And Andy Santerra and Jerry Babb, again, veterans on the radio with this kid. As Buddy Baker, my buddy that won the Daytona 500, has said, it's easier to pull a rope than push a rope on a kid. They've reined him in a couple of times to cool the tires down. This kid's got what it takes, and he's got veteran leadership to keep him up front.
Safety crews continue to clean up the racetrack. We're under a red flag condition. The cars are parked. We'll be back for more racing. In 2006, Touring Series veteran Matt Koboluk finally got his first Showdown win. Koboluk led 59 laps in the race, but on the final lap was challenged by Sean Case and Eric Holmes for the lead. Case and Holmes made contact going into turn 4. Holmes wasn't able to finish the race, but Case managed to come home second. And Matt Koboluk scored his first of 2 Toyota All-Star Showdown wins. What a great time that was for Matt Koboluk, and it all started the first ever Showdown taking place when Austin Cameron went to victory lane in 2003.
What a great history this race has already had here in just a few events. You know, most of these drivers, when they got out of these cars, said, this is the biggest win of my career. I know Matt Koboluk said that. I know David Gilliland said that at the time. Certainly Austin Cameron. What a terrific event that Toyota and the K&N Pro Series has out here at Irwindale, California.
It gets tagged as the Daytona 500 of the K&N Pro Series, kicking off their season. Matt Koboluk celebrating 2 wins. The first one came in 2006 in this event. Joey Logano, at the tender age of 17, went to victory lane in 2007.
Going to try to join Matt Koboluk as a 2-time winner. He's got a great shot at it right now. It looks like Joey Logano in the 25 and Sergio Pena in the 4 are the class of the field.
Matt Koboluk has moved into the top 5. We're under a red flag condition, a 4-car incident taking place on lap 146. The crowd really getting a great show tonight.
Hey, sold out. Every ticket for this event sold out here. What a great show the fans are getting here at Toyota Speedway. Great facility. Love coming out here, and the fans support it, and I love that.
half-mile racetrack with progressive banking gives us side-by-side racing, and we've seen it for the lead numerous times tonight, and I'm sure it will continue. We'll be back for more green flag racing from Irwindale after these messages. February 11th, NASCAR's back, and we're there in Daytona for a pair of races on the high banks. Be there as the field is set for the 500. The Gatorade Duel at Daytona, Thursday, February 11th, live at 2 p.m. Eastern, only on Speed.
You want to talk about drama? That's a day you're going to have some drama at Daytona Thursday to try to get into the Daytona 500. Probably going to be 52 cars there attempting to qualify for the 43 positions.
Always exciting times. Let's go trackside to Dick Berggren.
Well, under the red flag, crews are not allowed to work on the cars. They can look at them and try to figure out what their strategy is going to be as soon as the red turns to yellow, and that's exactly what the crew of Moses Smith's car is doing right now. Hood is all pushed in. Moses actually drove underneath one of the cars in that accident, landed on the hood. The right front corner's got a flat tire. They've got the saws out. They've also got a baseball bat out to try to roll some of the sheet metal away from the right front. Moses Smith should be able to get back onto the racetrack, and that's a whole lot more fortunate than some of the people whose cars we have seen come by on the rollback. This is such a very fast racetrack that when it happens here, it happens big, and the cars are heavily damaged. Jim Trado.
And Dick, able to stay out of the mess really has been Joey Logano. He has been talking on the radio about the car's not that great. We've got a chance now to talk to his crew chief, Kevin Kidd. The first time you guys are working together with kind of a foreign race car. How is that meshing? And what do you guys have planned for that break at lap 200? You must have been talking about that already.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely talking about the break. You know, the meshing with Joey's been going well. We, like you said, it's the first time out for both of us working together. And, you know, it's a little bit of language, trying to learn each other. And when he says tight, I need to know how tight and how much to go and how much we need to do to fix the car. So we're working through all that right now, and we're getting better as the day goes on. You know, for the final 25, it's going to be a crapshoot. It's going to be probably a lot of cautions. Sort of playing on a green-white checker here at the end, or at least a possibility of it. We'll do what we can. We really need to free our car up to have anything for the 4 car. He's pretty much the class of the field here. We've been able to lead a lot of laps, but Joey's really had to work for it, so we need to free our car up.
When you guys do that, I know you're talking about a lot of different things. Air pressures, bias ply tires, probably something you haven't worked with in a while. How much factor in does Joey and his experience and his flat-out seat feel play into the factor here, or is it your call?
Yeah, bias ply tires, exactly. Been a while since I've worked on those, and you know, I'm going a lot off of Joey. He's been able to run these races a few times in the last few years, and he was full-time in it a few years ago. So trying to lean on him a little bit. He's probably got a better feel for the bias ply stuff than I do. It's old school, and I'm having to take an old school lesson here.
Kevin Kidd coming over from Richard Petty Motorsports in the offseason as a race engineer to work with Joey in the Nationwide Series next year. This is race 1 for those guys. Dick?
Derek Ransom's car is an absolute mess. It just came in on a rollback. What happened to you up there?
I don't know. The number 9 just spun out right in front of me, and I had absolutely nowhere to go.
How bad is this thing? You got any chance at all of getting back out there?
No chance at all. We're going to take it apart and get ready to go home.
Not much left to take apart by the looks of it.
Difficult night for Renstrom. Again, now that the yellow flag has come out, they will go to work on the 16 of Moses Smith, at least the right side of that race car. Another look at the reason why we're under caution.
To the 9 of Josh Combs gets sideways. Derek Ramstrom comes along. Brett Thompson, Blake Cook, really nowhere to go. From the 0-5 of
Justin Philpott.
Spins and avoids the incident.
Field rolling once again after our red flag for just a few minutes as they clean the racetrack. There's the 16 team going to work on the right side of that race car. They'll get it ready to go back out on the racetrack, and we'll be ready for racing when we come back here on Speed.